Hi, Joal here, and as you can see, I'm all bound up. I have 9 different training aids here. We're going to go over them one by one to help you decide which one's going to work the best for you and your swing. I'll have the links below. Some of these you can just go to the hardware store and get for free. Let's check them out. All right, the first device we're going to go over is by Tour Striker, and it's called their Plane Mate. It's a little bit of an investment, around $100. It is a great investment though, and you can have it for evermore. Now, it comes with a couple of different lengths of straps and different tensions of tubing, and it just wraps around the waist. It's good for man or woman. And what we're going to do is what I've talked about before, is maintain the distance between the butt end of the club and the sternum, or my zipper here in my coat. So you're going to feel that downward pressure, and you can see the tube is actually stretching out a bit. You want to maintain that pressure through the golf swing. So we don't want to see what we call dinosaur arms, right? We don't want to see the arms bending. We want to keep the integrity of that triangle through. I would suggest doing some half and half swings, as I always do. I have a couple of balls teed up here, and let's give it a try. It's a very windy day today, setting up for my clinic that I have later today. And pressurization, downward pressure, feeling what it's like, keeping that distance there. That's what we want to feel. All right, just like that. It feels a little different, but it should. You want to feel that band stretching. We'll give it another try here. All right, so Tour Striker Plane Mate, links are down below. All right, our next device is the Swing Guide with a Y. It's a little device that goes on the grip. I like to put it up about an inch up on the grip there. There are 2 ways that you can use this that I enjoy for my students. So it's all about what's happening with the hands and the arms on the backswing. What we see a lot of our students do is they get set up and they feel it's almost as if that club head is just a brick. And they're just trying, they're not even attempting to set the club. And we see a straight line from the shoulder through the arm to the club head at about P3. Instead of what we see in the better players in the world is almost that capital L there that's formed with the lead arm and the shaft of the club. So what this does for you when you put it on and it's in line with the club head, going straight this way, it's going to touch the lead forearm so that you hinge the wrists a little bit more efficiently there. And then as we're coming down, we're looking for that, even if it doesn't make contact, what we're looking for is it to at least be in line with it. By the time you get to the top of the swing, it will make contact. And then you're trying to feel it, maintain contact, or be in line with that lead wrist on the way through, and then as we swing through, it actually attaches to that lead forearm. Now, another way that I enjoy using it for my students is just to pop this out at about a 45-degree angle from the club head. And now what we're going to be feeling is this touching the trail forearm. So watch how that looks, and I'll do it from here so you can see. So as we're taking the club back, we're setting that club, and you can see the angle of the shaft is very similar to my beginning shaft line that I talk about, drawing that line up through the shaft and through the body. So as you take it back, you are maintaining contact right there. And then on the downswing, what we're looking for is for you to feel that sensation of maintaining that angle as we're coming into the impact position. I know you see your friends, or maybe even you have that club head past the hands as you're coming in, and you can see how, let me see, if I were to do that, I'm losing contact. So this area right there is losing contact with my forearm. I really enjoy for my students to use it so that they have it at the 45-degree angle. I find that it really helps them to feel it right away. I feel that pressure on the trail arm, and as I'm coming into the golf ball, I still have that angle, that lag. What we're looking for is that power as we're going through the golf ball, instead of releasing it too early, and that doesn't really work out too well. So this is a great little inexpensive training aid, and everybody can use it. Our next training aid is a simple carpet tube, and you can get it for free from your local hardware store. I got a couple from Lowe's. They come in about 6 feet length, and then just cut them to about 8 to 12 inches long. If this diameter is too big for your forearm and your arm, then just take a towel and slip it through, and then that makes the diameter smaller and helps for it to hang on. So if you have a female golfer perhaps that doesn't have the bulging biceps that some of you men have, you're going to want to use the towel with the tube. Now, this carpet tube goes all the way back to my days with Mike Bender, when I took some lessons with him before I got on tour, and he used a carpet tube on many of his students who couldn't keep the lead arm straight. So we talk about it over and over, but it's chronic. It's an epidemic in the golfing community. So what we're looking to do is keep the lead arm straight. So we would just take half and half swings with this, and believe me, if the student takes a swing that's past the halfway point on the way through, they'll only do that one time because the arm can't bend in there and it does not feel very good. So we're going to just hit a little shot here. I want you to imagine that instead of feeling like it's a shot that's 100% of a swing, again, tee the ball up, take the ball hitting out of the equation. We want you to just feel these new moves that the body is making. So they're different, they're new, they should feel strange. When you put this on a student, when you put this on yourself, you're going to realize how much that arm is bending more than we want it to. So you might want to just feel about a 30% of the effort in the swing. And that's what you're looking for. You want to have that beautiful triangle that I always refer to, extension out here, instead of what I can't even do with this, which is fantastic. That elbow is not going behind me, right? You look at the tour pros down the line view, they're here. You're not going to see any arm or elbow as they're going through in that P9 or position 9 or halfway through position. You're not going to see it because they have that beautiful full extension. Now, of course, after you get to the halfway point in the swing, yes, the arms are naturally going to fold up, but not until you get through that main portion of the swing. So give that a try. It works so well. Our next device is the Tour Striker Smart Ball, again by Martin Chuck. Wonderful website to find lots of super training aids. So this is an inflatable ball. You just blow it up here. It has a lariat that is adjustable, goes around the neck. So where you want it to land is right between the bottom portion of the forearms. The reason for this, one of the main reasons, is to keep that shape that we talk about at the setup position through those most important parts of the swing. Basically, that shape here from the elbows down stays the same. It doesn't change a whole lot. So you want to keep the integrity of the triangle as we've talked about before. And again, I would just take half swings with this and really get the body feeling what it's like to have that pressure of the arms, to feel what it's like to have the trail arm where it should be rather than what we see in some of our students is get a little elbow flying up this way on their backswing. A couple of the gentlemen I'm teaching have a little bit of this happening here. So having the ball there, and it's really nice because it stays on this lariat. So even in a windy day like today, you can hit a ball, do something else, pop it back there, and it's always there for you. Now, you can also just get a Nerf ball from the toy store. That works as well. And a homemade version of this would be to simply get a very large sponge, again from the hardware store. So while you're getting your carpet tube, go ahead and get a big sponge. You can see how large this one is. It's not as convenient as the Tour Striker Smart Ball, but it works really well. And you may already have one. So what you're going to do is, again, put it between the forearms there, down by the wrists. And you want to feel, you can do this at home. Don't have to go beat balls. You can just see what that does for you there. I'll show you what it looks like from here. So as we're here and we're coming through, you're keeping that triangle and you're keeping the forearms the same space away from each other. One of the nice things to also use this for would be the chipping, so that you don't get a lot of what I call that happy puppy. You don't want that happening. So the integrity of the arms with a simple. So we have another device here, and it's by Perform Better. So there are these stretchy bands. They come 4 in a pack. They're very inexpensive. They have varying degrees of tension. I have the blue one on. There's yellow, green, and black. So what we're looking for is the engagement of the body, the engagement from the ground up. You are fortifying your body for this violent swing. It does a lot to the body, and you have to shore it up so that you protect the body and keep on golfing for many years to come, right? So you're going to get this strap on, feel that outward pressure, feel the engagement of the torso, the arms, and take us slowly halfway back, feeling that engagement, and maybe halfway through. And then if you want to go a little fuller of a swing back, and if we go all the way through, of course, then the knees are going to touch. You're going to get to the bottom of that shoe. But it's really, really nice. You don't even need a club. You can do this at home, in the house even. So you've got your strap on, slowly feeling everything stay engaged. You will feel it. You can feel it in the back, your torso, your legs, and pressurize your arms. You can also use these bands for putting, chipping, all areas. You can even put them across the biceps, and another drill that I'm going to show you with a training aid is next for that. But these bands are very nice and easy, inexpensive investment, and you can travel with them as well. So definitely endorse these. Now we have a strap that goes around the biceps, and it's really heavy duty. I'll come a little closer so you can see. So this is, again, integrity of the triangle. It's so important. So when you're getting set up, you want to feel the strap. You can make it a little tighter if you need to. Sorry for the Velcro noise. But you want to feel the arms stay there. Again, this isn't going to allow for the elbow to get behind the golfer, because it really keeps the elbow right where it needs to be, as if we were holding a tray or a platter. That's an old one, but a good one. So there isn't any tipping over of what you're holding up here, because that right arm or trail arm is in the position that is more optimal. So it's just around the biceps, and you can even take full swings with this. But again, I always say go to the half and half. If you can do it with a half and half, build the swing up. Easy device and not too expensive either. Worth the investment. Pop it in your bag, use it anytime. Our last training aid that we're going to use today is with your golf towel. Your golf towel is just a little bit longer than a standard bath towel. You can also use your golf head cover for this. We're going to put it underneath the arms. I'm sure you've seen the men and women on tour do this. We're looking for the connection of the arms to the torso or the rib cage. So you're looking for, I'll show you what it looks like from here, to keep everything working together. And from here, together, there, and this way, here, and there. Now, what it looks like if you were to become what we call disconnected is the towel will fall out, or the head cover will fall out from underneath the arm. The other way that you can do it with the towel is put it vertically underneath the arm, not horizontally, vertically. And you would do the same thing with your driver head cover, have it go down vertically. So we're going to get set up and just feel that connection there. And it really gives you that sensation of what that tricep, bicep, and trail arm should be doing on the backswing especially. So give that a try. You already have your golf towel, so that's easy enough. 3 of our devices you may already have, and hopefully you'll go out and get some of these. All the links for everything will be down below. Thank you for watching, and more to come.